you ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna fuss, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 4-4-4 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you ain't first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma throw that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Baltimore Ravens.
For Tampa Bay.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started, and off we go from Tampa. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Winner. This is Mark Ingram. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
On second down, it's Ingram. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A pickup of 5 yards. First down, Baltimore. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case,
looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7. Ravens nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 27, Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Jackson to Boykin, first down, Baltimore.
Gain of 12.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Switch. Let me go.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Brady. This for his running back, McCoy. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
They'll take
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. On the return, Dare Ogunbowale. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
That's good for 28 yards. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Brady's pass.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Brady took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Brady. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he's got Miller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 11 there on 4th and 10. Didn't get it by much, but it is a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's the former Badger, Dare Ogunbowale, working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
A quick throw by Brady complete, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
At the 22-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
The ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Brady's throw there complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
7, Ravens 6.
Hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there, and this remains a 7-point game.
Bradley Pinion to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Complete.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
13 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
It's a gain of
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw again is Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Chris Godwin, 76 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
Where they moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. the gun, Jackson. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, 74 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. Jackson from the shotgun. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
First and 10 at the 32.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait,
a reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
On second down, it's Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, but it'll be second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. I'm trying to collect.
There's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Buccaneers 26, Ravens 12. Pinion to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Levante David. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. eabawla10's elects to not bring it out. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net them 23 and a first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 29, Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Gay is on for the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Buccaneers 40, Ravens 12. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. From the gun, Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Pass from Jackson, complete to Ingram. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And Jackson throwing once more. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Check, 45 the mic. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 45.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Carlton Davis picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Wait, that 380. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. 48 for Mike. Danny, grab.
On play action, it's Brady. He's got Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
On first down, Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. That's caught inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
This is caught. Gronkowski. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Brady on target to Gronk. First down, Buccaneers.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They get this out left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Buccaneers 47, Ravens 12. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. This one complete to Ingram. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
4th down, here's Jackson. And going deep downfield for Boykin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He'll buy some time right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 of the 15. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Brady's throw there complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, here's Brady. Yeah, he's got it. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And this offense continues to pour it on. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Bradley Pinion to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
It's a gain of 4.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He's going to let it fly. And this will be caught at the 30. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, Ogunbowale. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commented.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this one under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten.
And he's going to go down again. Shaquille Barrett. He's the one that drops him this go-around. That pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. They'll try and run with Ingram. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.